tribal chief around here. Yeah, you see me, the tribal chief. That's right.
Roman Reigns has probably 15 to 20 matches left in his entire career. And that sounds shocking, right? Because the dude's not old, he's very healthy, and yet, if you look at how he's treated his schedule since WrestleMania 41, well, the dude wrestled 3 times after 41 last year, and the dude has wrestled twice this year. I don't think that we're going to get a lot of Roman moving forward. We probably got 3 to 4 years left of him.
And if you don't get on my page, I fulfilled my obligation and I'm leaving.
So that said, who is left for Roman to fight? I made a list of 12 people, took into an account of is it realistic and how much I actually want it. Plus, I didn't factor in if Roman ever wins the World Championship again, the Undisputed or the World Championship, because if he won that, then you could actually explain Roman fighting just anybody. Sheamus somehow, some way wins King of the Ring, and now he gets a title shot. This is Roman Reigns without the belt, who Roman can feud with feasibly in the next 3 or 4 years, and that's it. I said 12 matches, and I did say that he probably has 15 to 20 left in his career. That will then allow wiggle room. 8 of those matches that I'm not going to include can be Royal Rumbles, War Games, or tag matches like, Cody and Roman versus Rock and Cena. Yeah, that's not a dream match for me. However, I can see that happening. So I've got 12 matches with 8 left blank in case he wins the World Championship even, because then we could redo Roman versus LA Knight. Yeah, but as it stands, without the championship, I don't see those two ever coming back to fisticuffs. Who's my first Roman challenger? That would be Seth freaking Rollins. So we're gonna have the triple threat at WrestleMania, but let's be honest. Well, I'll be honest, I don't want to see it, honestly. I mean, I do, it's going to be cool, but I'd rather just be one-on-one. So when this is all said and done, I want Seth and Roman to go and have their proper feud. And I can see that being at SummerSlam, but I'm not going to really say where these are going to be, but Roman versus Seth is like, what? 10, 12 years in the making. They came in together with the Shield, and, Seth betrayed him.
Oh my God!
Yes, they made up, but then they fell out. Roman Reigns, the tribal chief. Seth Rollins, can't believe he had all that power. He sacrificed everything to make sure that Cody won at WrestleMania 40. He double stomps him at the Royal Rumble. It's just so much here. Before Roman leaves forever, we need to have Seth and Roman officially have their final match, their final blow-off match, because they are each other's, I don't know if they're each other's yin and yang, but they're definitely, I don't think Roman and Seth Rollins are Batman and Joker, but I do think they're like Batman and Bane. And Bane is up there. Bane is up there as villains. In fact, he broke Batman's back. So I would love for those two to just finally just go to town on each other and figure out who is the winner. There's so much history here. Seth Rollins has even said in an interview that to this day he loves Roman Reigns.
I love Roman Reigns, but I don't like Roman Reigns. That's brotherhood, right?
Right.
But he said, but there's a fine line between love and hate. He loves Roman.
The person he has become, I've got no respect for that.
But he hates what Roman has become. And so that could be the whole basis of this feud. And Roman, of course, just being Roman Reigns. And you betrayed me. Whatever I became, it's because of you. Oh, there's so much here that would be so awesome. Need to see this in a one-on-one. After Seth, we can do CM Punk then. Or we could do CM Punk first and then Seth. But either way, this triple threat has everybody I want to see fighting. I just don't want to see them all fighting at once. I want to see them fighting one-on-one. So CM Punk versus Roman Reigns. I didn't really know that I really wanted this until last year at War Games.
CM Punk said, I'm going to one-up Reigns.
I really liked their dynamic, and I love Paul Heyman kind of stuck in the middle. We can channel our inner Vince Russo, put Paul Heyman on a pole and have a match.
It's bro, unbelievable, bro.
But seriously though, they also have history. CM Punk is the guy who brought them in, brought the Shield in to protect him. And so I would love for those to go at it. They were just very much, Roman is just in a different place now. He's no longer the rookie. CM Punk is no longer the brash. Well, he kind of is the brash, but he's like a mature, brash self. And I would just those two, I don't think I gotta really explain it. It's like, just thinking about CM Punk and Roman Reigns makes you salivate at the mouth. Here's one. It's pretty much a long shot, but what if somehow, some way, we got Jey Uso and Roman Reigns back in the ring? Now, we don't have to have a complete civil war or anything like that. It could literally be just about Jey wanting to topple Roman. He wants a win. He wants Roman's respect, and Roman will give it to him.
I'm proud of you. We all are.
Now, I don't know if it's just going to be based on respect, or maybe Jey wins the world title at WrestleMania. I know it's not the title that is associated with Roman, but maybe Roman says, you know what, fine, I will beat you, make your title relevant. And Jey's like, nah, Us, it's going to be me this time. And maybe they fight for the Ula Fala, but again, it doesn't have to be hatred. It could literally be just, it could just be two family members trying to see who is the leader of the family. I don't know. I don't know exactly how we could do it, but I would love for Jey Uso to run back his feud with Roman Reigns and actually get a victory. And who knows, maybe we could restart the whole bloodline if Jey Uso is now the tribal chief, and maybe Roman Reigns becomes a tribal elder. I don't know, but it could be for the world title, the Ula Fala, whatever the case may be. One more battle with Jey where Jey actually wins would just be superb, full circle moment. And if it's not for the world title, which is awesome because that means you can win the belt. I'm breaking the fourth wall here. I'm talking to you, the viewer. You can actually win this belt because at 20,000 subscribers, I'm going to give away a championship belt. Maybe this one or the Winged Eagle $1 million belt. Giving away at 20,000 subscribers, you can win this belt. No joke. All you got to do is comment below. And then you also got to be a subscriber, hit the bell notification, and maybe give a thumbs up. And I would appreciate it. And you would help me quit my day job, trying to become a full-time wrestling content creator. And you can win that belt right here. So Roman Reigns, his next challenger, Drew McIntyre. I wish it could have been Drew McIntyre, the Bloodline Hunter, because they were setting up Drew to be this like boss of a villain.
I reckon Drew McIntyre starts working his way through his hit list, starts taking out more and more OG Bloodline members.
And just hunting down Bloodline members, and then they botched it all by having them get rolled up by Jey Uso. And then he even got rolled up by Jimmy Uso, and it's just like, oh God, this dude can't beat Roman. He can't even beat his right hand or the left hand. But I would say this, though. Drew McIntyre has shown time and time again, you can heat him up real quick. So I'm sure we could get there. And I would just love a really juicy feud of Drew McIntyre versus Roman Reigns. And then Roman Reigns could act fully as a face. He could act fully as a face because it's hard sometimes for me to really consider him a face because he's not. He's definitely still a villain that just gets cheered. But Drew McIntyre is definitely a villain who gets treated like a villain. So those two going at it would be amazing. And then so I could totally see them at each other's throats, and Drew McIntyre would just draw back on so much history, and he would point out how Roman hasn't changed at all, and the fans wouldn't care, and he would just get more flustered, and it would just add more to his character, because he'll be telling the truth. He'll be like, you never even apologized to Jey, and the crowd won't care. They'll still boo Drew. It'll be amazing. I definitely would have wished that the Bloodline Hunter storyline would have continued on forward. But we could get back. We could get back. Drew's amazing like that. I'll do an honorable mention here. Dean Ambrose, Jon Moxley would be great. And that I would actually, God, if we could get Dean Ambrose somehow back for this matchup, then I would be okay with a triple threat. This would be the only triple threat I'm okay with if there were no stakes. And that would be Dean Ambrose, Seth Rollins, and Roman Reigns. However, I'm not even including him on this list because he is very happy in AEW. I think honestly, I don't know. I'm not gonna put words in his mouth. I don't think he's ever coming back to WWE though. I think he didn't feel appreciated or something like that. I have no idea why Dean Ambrose is doing the Jon Moxley thing right now. I understood when he left, but I don't understand why he doesn't just come back home, Mox. I mean, you can you just took a baseball bat with nails to the back. What else you got left to do? Come and have a fight with Roman. Regardless, our next matchup is Cody Rhodes. We got to run that back. They're one apiece. We're going to have to see who is the dominant family in WWE. I wouldn't mind even if it was at WrestleMania, because that would allow them to not just have a trilogy, but a trilogy of matches at the grandest stage of them all. For the title, not for the title, don't matter. I do want to see this matchup right here. We gotta know who is the better of the two. Then, what if we did this one? Probably not gonna happen, not anytime soon, but we could do Brock Lesnar. Maybe Brock Lesnar comes back and they do a retirement match, because Brock Lesnar, I don't think Brock is going to have many more matches in him either, and Brock right now, I don't think he can come into WWE because there's a lawsuit with Vince McMahon overhanging. He was mentioned in it, and I'm not going to say whatever I feel about the guy, but if he ever gets cleared, I could see WWE bringing him back, and Roman Reigns and him, it feels like that is Roman Reigns' arch nemesis, at least during his big dog era.
I don't respect you. But you will.
And maybe Brock Lesnar says, let's do a retirement match. Never again can you wrestle. And you know what? Brock Lesnar and Roman Reigns, they have such a light schedule in the way of matches. You could see that maybe Brock does beat Roman Reigns. I could see it. Roman Reigns just goes away forever. So that would be a really good and interesting retirement match where either could win, and no matter who did win, it would be fitting because they were just each other's, they were each other's main bad guy. Then we could do what if we did Goldberg, kind of the same, but this one I want Roman Reigns to just completely obliterate Goldberg. I want him to beat up Goldberg so bad that even I'm uncomfortable, and then I remember that it's Goldberg, and I'm like, ha ha ha, my uncomfortability goes away, and I'm like, more Roman, more, beat him up more, and Goldberg has to leave in an ambulance, and we never see him again. Bye bye. Next up, we do Jacob Fatu. Jacob Fatu would be probably the lowest man on the card for Roman. I do believe that Roman is all about raising others, and he did a great job during his tribal chiefdom. I know a lot of people didn't think he created stars, but he definitely did. I did a video a long time ago on how Roman was able to just elevate everybody, including the WWE itself. And now, though, during these last 20 matches, I don't think he's really going to do that as much, except for in big multi-man matches like the Royal Rumble and stuff. But yeah, if he could, with Jacob Fatu, maybe those two go at it.
Roman Reigns, it's been so long since you've been tribal chief. So, man, here, let me lace you up real quick.
Jacob can easily say, you know what? I still owe you for dismantling the bloodline and making Solo Sikoa into what he is today. And yes, Jacob and Roman, doesn't matter who wins, just the fact that Jacob is fighting Roman, it would give him such a rub. And I would love that. I would love that. And rumor was that Roman came back actually to help Jacob rise up, and then I think the powers that be just kind of took over and pushed Roman into this triple threat. So I would just, let's double back on that idea. Raise up Jacob Fatu, show that he's the next big thing. Win, lose, or draw, it would be great for him to fight Roman Reigns. So I know I said that I'm only going to give Roman matches in which I can for real see, not just like dream matches like, ooh, what about Penta? What about Penta? What about R-Truth? You know, what about Carmelo Hayes? Yeah, I would love all those matches, but I don't see it happening. However, I'm going to cheat and say there's one instance where it could happen, and what if Roman somehow, some way got into King of the Ring? Now that would be crazy and insane, because it would mean we'd get a bunch of Roman Reigns on free TV, or maybe we don't do it on free TV Raw, but we do it on its own special King of the Ring. But instead of only having the finals, we have the entire tournament, and it's just this huge special event, because I want to figure out a way to get Roman into just a couple dream matches that aren't really possible unless you have a special stipulation. And this would be reminiscent of the feeling of when Brock Lesnar entered himself number 1 in the Royal Rumble, because Brock Lesnar was kind of a guy that we got used to not really wrestling a lot. And for him to say, I'm going to be number 1, and then lasting all the way to 15, it was crazy to see that much airtime of Brock Lesnar. And so that's kind of what we're going to see here. This is a one-time only event, and we can get some really unique and crazy matchups with Roman Reigns. You could be anybody. I would say, though, if I could pick some really juicy opportunities, I'd pick Braun Breaker,
Roman,
Bronson Reed,
Bronson Reed from the top of that tsunami to Reigns,
and Gunther, all in for a King of the Ring qualifiers. And yeah, that would be insane and amazing. But could you imagine if we had Roman Reigns 3 times in one night with the likes of Braun Breaker? Those two, just their spear alone, that impact, if they speared each other at the same time, they could seriously rip a hole in the space-time continuum. Then we have Bronson Reed. He goes for the tsunami, and I don't even know. He misses, and the shockwave opens up the earth, where we see the dinosaurs down there, Land Before Time style, and then Gunther comes, and he goes to chop him, and Roman just, I don't know, he gets a really red chest because Gunther's chops hurt. I don't know. A chop's not going to break the space-time continuum. Let's get real here, people. But it would still be a good match. All 3 of those people just it's believable that they would fight each other, and yet there's no real reason to, unless we have this setup, unless we have a King of the Ring setup, and it just elevates. And yeah, let's do something crazy like that, because Gunther and Roman will never fight unless they're positioned to. And I would just be so all about that. That would be the King of the Ring to end King of the Rings. Plus, it's usually in Saudi Arabia. A lot of money involved there, so Roman would get a really good payday. We got 2 more matches, and they're probably pretty obvious at this point. John Cena is going to be one of them. This will be the farewell tour of John Cena, and they will come into conflict.
It's either going to be Team Reigns or Team Cena.
Now, Cena will have to win, unless, what if Roman? Oh, this would be so awesome and so horrible at the same time, because, like I said, Roman only has 20 matches left of his career. But what if Roman is the guy to save WWE, and he pins John Cena in his last match? It should be Cody. It 100% should be Cody pins John Cena in his last match, saves the belt from going into retirement, and Cena taking it with them, and Cody Rhodes is the face of the company once more. But if it was Roman, holy crap, that would be just, Roman says, I saved the WWE, you guys can't do nothing without me. It just, it restarts the whole, power trip. I kind of like that. Roman saves the day. He's John Cena's final match. I don't think so. let's back it up a little. John Cena is going to beat Roman Reigns and on the farewell tour, but I do want to see that one more time. And what will be cool about that is every single time Roman and Cena has fought each other, well, Cena has eaten the pin, so it's like, Roman doing the favor to John this time round as a gift. Hey, you're on your way out, I'll eat the pin this time. But let's see that match right there. And then my final must-have match, I must have this match, is
If you're some acknowledge me.
It's The Rock. It's The Rock. We almost got it at WrestleMania 40. Not gonna lie, I was a Cody crybaby. It was not the time to do it. It really wasn't. It should have been done at WrestleMania 39 or WrestleMania 41. But everything, all roads, pun intended, had led to WrestleMania 40 with Cody and Roman Reigns. So it was just like not the time to do it. Glad though we got the final boss out of that whole mess. But now I need the final boss versus Roman Reigns. I don't care. Actually, I do care who's the face, who's the heel. I want Rock to be the heel and Roman to just, we got to have that. We got to have that. If we got to do Cody, Roman, Rock is a triple threat, then fine, whatever, because, maybe Rock doesn't have the cardio to go in the ring, but honestly, I think he could. And we just get it at WrestleMania 42. Roman, Rock, for the belt, no belt, don't matter. People's Championship, I don't care. They can go out into the parking lot, find a random stick, and say, we're fighting for this stick, and I'll be like, wow, that is the greatest stick around, and I hope they kill each other for it. And I want to see them go at it, and maybe this will be for the high chiefdom of the family. I really, really hope that last year wasn't our only chance to see Rock versus Roman. I think, oh man, please make that happen. The list is done. Kevin Owens would have been a good person on this list because, they have such history with Kevin and the Tribal Chief. Yeah, let's sneak him in. Let's sneak in Kevin Owens. It doesn't top The Rock and Roman, but we sneak in Kevin Owens and Roman beats him again, and Kevin Owens is like, I can never beat this guy, and he crashes out on somebody else. That'd be funny. But so let me know in the comments below who you want Roman to fight on his last 20 matches. He's probably got 20 matches. I don't like that, and that's kind of jarring to hear, but it is what it is. Boys, girls, comment below and let me know who you want Roman to face, and you have a great day. I acknowledge you, Roman Reigns.